In this video, we'll be taking a look at 2 college football games happening on November 15, 2022, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 4 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 2 college football games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 1 betting pick a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Ohio U versus Ball State. Another midweek Emma-Cedion is on the docket this week. Ohio heads to Ball State on Tuesday, November 15th. The Bobcats lead the Mid-American Conference East, while the Cardinals sit in 3rd place on the western side of the conference. Ohio is coming off of a solid road win against Miami. The Cardinals saw Toledo win over them and clinch a spot in the Mid-American Conference Championship game with a win over them. The Miami Redhawks are 4-6 this season after they lost to Ohio by a score of 37-21 in their last game. Miami allowed 556 total yards and allowed Ohio to go 9-16 on 3rd down attempts in the game. The Miami offense is averaging 20 points per game with 158.8 passing yards per game and 142 rushing yards per game. Brett Gabbert has thrown for 816 yards and 4 touchdowns for the Redhawks this season. Keon Mosey has rushed for 455 yards and 2 touchdowns, while Mac Hibbenhammer has caught 41 passes for 551 yards and 7 scores for Miami. The Miami defense is giving up 23 points per game and 368.8 yards per game. The Northern Illinois Huskies are 3-7 this season after they defeated Western Michigan by a score of 24-21 in their last game. Northern Illinois gained 353 total yards and was able to overcome 3 turnovers for the win. The Northern Illinois offense is averaging 30 points per game with 185.5 passing yards per game and 199.6 rushing yards per game. The Huskies have some injuries at the quarterback position, but Nevin Kremaskali started the last game and has thrown for 291 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 4 interceptions for the Huskies this season. Harrison Whaley has rushed for 863 yards and 5 touchdowns, while Cole Tucker has caught 41 passes for 599 yards and 4 scores for Northern Illinois. The Northern Illinois defense is allowing 32 points per game and 388 yards per game. The Bobcats had a nice offensive outing in their win over Miami, Ohio, posting 556 total yards, 7.1 yards per play, 27 first downs, and 41-20 in time of possession. Ohio held the Redhawks to just 16 first downs and 1 of 7 on 3rd down tries as well. As for Ball State, they finished with just 94 passing yards in their loss to Toledo. The Cardinals notched 16 first downs and were 5 of 20 on 3rd down tries. The Bobcats are 5-0 against the spread in their last 5 after an against the spread win and 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 Tuesday games. Ohio is 5-2 against the spread in the last 7 in November. Meanwhile, Ball State is 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 conference games and 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 Tuesday games. The Cardinals are 1-5 against the spread versus a team with a winning record. The Bobcats proved that they could go on the road and win over Miami last week in a heated rivalry matchup. This week they will try to prove that they can do it again. Their offense, led by quarterback Work, has been excellent. Work has the 3rd most passing yards in the nation with 3,087 yards. The offense begins and ends with him, as they rarely run the football. On the other hand, all the Cardinals do is run the football. Their running back, Steele, has rushed for over 100 yards in 8 of Ball State's 10 games. Their offense will look to cook against an Ohio team that allows 130 rushing yards per game. But Ohio's offense will facing a defense that is giving up an average of 28 points per game as losses this year. Ohio is averaging 42 points per game in their 7 wins this season. The Ohio Bobcats have been dominant over the last few weeks and will continue to roll this week against a mediocre Ball State team. Ohio will be another relatively tough opponent. Look for Ohio to control the escape long enough to pull away, leading to the wind and cover. So the Ohio Bobcats to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. In 3 of their last 5 games, Ohio's total has gone over 52.5 points. points. The Bobcats' electrifying offense and poor defense have led to the over hitting 7 of 10 times this year. The Cardinals' defense and rushing attack have led to very few points this year, as the over has hit only 3 of 10 this season. Ohio's quick possessions in the pass game will allow each team to have many chances to score. The over is the move on Tuesday night. The over is 9-2 in the Bobcats' last 11 Tuesday games. I value Ohio's offense much higher than Ball State's defense. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Bowling Green versus Toledo. It's a Tuesday in November, and you know what that means in the terms of college football. You guessed it, ncaa. The Bowling Green Falcons make the in-state trip as they face the Toledo Rockets in a crossover conference tilt Tuesday night. Bowling Green comes in off a 40-6 home trouncing at the hands of Kent State in their previous contest Wednesday, failing to cover as a 3-point underdog. Toledo beat Ball State 28-21 at home last Tuesday in their previous contest, though they failed to cover the line as a 13.5-point favorite. In the all-time series between the programs, the Rockets own a 32-27-1 advantage and have won 11 of the last 12 meetings, including 2 straight. The Rockets claimed the most recent meeting, 49-17, on the road on November 10, 2021. The Bowling Green Falcons have split their last 4 road games. Matt McDonald is completing 62.6% of his passes for 2,027 yards, 17 touchdowns, and 4 interceptions. Odiu Hilaire and Tyrone Broden have combined for 842 receiving yards and 9 touchdowns, while C.J. Lewis has 23 receptions. The Bowling Green Falcons' ground game is averaging 110.1 yards per contest, and Jason Patterson leads the way with 494 yards and 1 touchdown. Defensively, Bowling Green is allowing 33 points and 418.2 yards per game. Chris Bacon leads the Bowling Green Falcons with 59 tackles. Carl Brooks has 8 sacks, and DJ Taylor has 2 interceptions. The Toledo Rockets have won 6 straight home games. Dequan Finn is completing 59.2% of his passes for 1,938 yards, 21 touchdowns, and 10 interceptions. Jerwan Newton and Devin Maddox have combined for 1,010 receiving yards and 11 touchdowns, while Demir Blankumsey has 29 receptions. The Toledo Rockets' ground game is averaging 182.6 yards per contest, and Jacques Stewart leads the way with 544 yards and 3 touchdowns. Defensively, Toledo is allowing 26 points and 340.9 yards per game. Dallas Gant leads the Toledo Rockets with 88 tackles. Jamal Hines has 5.5 sacks, and Quinion Mitchell has 4 interceptions. The Falcons are 1-3-1 against the spread in their last 5 road games and 7-15 against the spread in their last 22 conference games. The under is 4-1 in Falcons' last 5 games overall. The over is 7-3 in Rockets' last 10 conference games. The Falcons are 3-7-1 against the spread in their last 11 meetings in Toledo. The road team is 6-2-1 against the spread in their last 9 meetings. The Toledo Rockets have one of college football's better running attacks, averaging 182.6 yards rushing per game, and will exploit the weak defense against the run of Bowling Green. The Falcons are allowing opposing offenses to average 161.5 yards per game on the ground. Toledo quarterback Dequan Finn and running back Jacques Stewart have combined to rush for 1,074 yards with 11 touchdowns and will both see their share of carries on Tuesday. Bowling Green has a talented quarterback in Matt McDonald, but pass protection is poor as the signal caller for the Falcons has been sacked 26 times and will be up against a Toledo defense that has posted 22 quarterback sacks and picked off 9 passes. Bowling Green is 2-4 against the spread in the last 6 and 2-10 against the spread in the last 12 played during November. Toledo has covered the spread in 12 of the last 14 games played during Week 12 of the season. The Bowling Green Falcons need a win to become bowl eligible, so there's some motivation here. However, Bowling Green continues to have issues on both sides of the ball, and they just got clapped by a losing Kent State last week. The Toledo Rockets are a well above average offensive side, and they're still playing for a chance to lock a spot in the Mid-American Conference title game. Toledo can be hit or miss defensively, but I have no confidence in Bowling Green in its current form. So the Toledo Rockets to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Bowling Green has seen the over go 6-4 in their 10 games this season, though they have been streaky. After opening the season with 5 straight overs, the Falcons have stayed under the number in 4 of their last 5 games. The Falcons have seen the over go 3-1 in their 4 road games, though they are coming off an under in their most recent road tilt. Toledo comes in having split their 10 games in relation to the total on the year. The Rockets have stayed under the number in each of their last 2 games, and the under is 3-2 in their home games this season. After seeing how things have gone the last few weeks for each team. Look for this game to end up falling short of the total. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.